Hey everybody, Jason Ballas with OutdoorProductReview.com. We're continuing on with our 2011 bow review, and this year I'm proud to say that we have Elite Archery back on board. This year they sent us their new Hunter model to check out, and so far it looks like a great looking bow. I have to give a quick shout out to my buddy Michael Lee over at Backwoods Life, a television show. He's helped me out. I've been on his radio show, which isn't on anymore, but I've been on his radio show a few times. We've talked about getting Elite on board, and I was able to get a hold of them, and they were kind enough to go ahead and send me one of their bows to do a review on. You remember, you guys, I did the Elite Z28 and the GT500 a few years ago, and they were great shooting bows as well. And you know, from what I see so far, they look like they've done nothing but gone uphill, and I'm pretty excited about shooting this bow. But thanks again, Mike, for helping me out with everything, and I really appreciate it. But let's go ahead and cover some of the bow. You know, they had their little elite symbol here on the shelf. That's pretty sharp. They come out with this great Realtree all-purpose pattern. Well, they didn't come out with it, but it's dipped in that. So this is your Hunter model, and this is what most of the hunters are going to be out there with. All right, their grip on the back, it's a thin grip. I'm not a big fan of real thin grips. However, this one is thin at the neck, and then it fills out the rest of your hand. Now, if you're shooting a bow, and a lot of people don't know how to properly hold their bow, and I'm not saying that's bad, but a lot of people put it in the middle of their hand here. Well, you actually want it along the meat of your finger right here. So you're like waving at a person when you're actually holding the bow. So your hand's up at like a 45-degree angle, and that sets the meat of your hand right on the grip. And that's definitely where a lot of people go wrong with torquing. So try that out if you don't shoot like that. I'm sure most of you guys do, but go ahead and check it out. All right, covering the bow, it's got a lot of cutouts throughout the riser here, which makes it nice and light. It's got a string suppressor system on here. And then, of course, you know, they got their cams set up. I'll tell you what, to get a little more in depth, let's go ahead and cover the bow completely right now.
The Elite Hunter's axle to axle is 31 3/4 inches. It has a brace height of 7.5 inches. It comes in draw lengths from 25 to 30 inches, with weights ranging from 40 to 80 pounds. The mass weight is 3.9 pounds with a let-off of 80%. The IBO speeds on this bow is 319 to 323 feet per second.
All right, folks, there you have it. Now, let's go ahead and do the draw test on it like we always do. We're going to see if it torques at all, see how the valley is on the bow, and then we'll shoot it. Then we're going to shoot it through the chronograph, and I'll give you my final opinions on it. All right, we're using that 408 grain VAP arrow from Victory Armor Piercing Arrows, or Victory Archery, and they've been with us for quite a while now, and I'd like to thank them for all their support. We got TrueFire releases, some of the best releases in the world. Campbell Outdoor Cameras is great. We're wearing our Sitka gear. We're out here. It's a cold early May morning, but Colorado, usually summer doesn't get here till June. So let's go ahead and draw this bow. Well, I'll tell you what, it's set at 70 pounds, but it feels like probably about 58, 60. I mean, it's smooth, comes through a valley. There's no huge valley where you have to pull over the top. It just comes straight back, solid right at 29 inches, as you can see. Torque a little bit, let's see. It moves just a hair, but nothing. If you have the proper grip, like I said, you don't have to worry about it. Feels nice. Let's go ahead and creep a little forward. Well, I could creep quite a long ways, almost a little more than 1/4 inch. If you see too, it's not like it wants to just take off out of your hands. It's not bad at all. And you can hold it. It's like you're holding 3 pounds right here. Let's go ahead and shoot this bow. Let's see how it shoots. I'm gonna open my fingers, that way, and just touch the ends. That way you can see on the video when we zoom in on the hands. Woo! That was fast. And the bow doesn't do anything. What? I'll tell you, what are they doing to these bows? They're not going anywhere. They just sit right in your hand. If anything, they're just falling back just a little bit. But it was fast. Very fast, very fast. No hand shock, no noise, nothing. I mean, just overall great. That was phenomenal. Right, they got their limb savers on here on their limbs, but I don't even think they need those because it didn't make any noise at all. Definitely great shooting bow. Great valley. Probably one of the smoothest valleys I've seen this year. And it just comes straight back. That's great. All right, let's go ahead and shoot this bow through the chronograph with that 408 grain VAP arrow from Victory Archery. All right, folks, we're shooting this Elite Hunter with the 408 grain VAP arrow through the chronograph. .299 feet per second. You guys saw it, 299 feet per second out of the Elite Hunter. Smooth, no hand shock, no noise whatsoever. Great shooting bow, great overall aesthetic looks. I'm gonna have to give it a 9.9, 9.99. I mean, you know, almost a 10. It's just perfect shooting bow. It's great for hunting, smooth draw. It feels like you're drawing nothing. Feels like you are drawing nothing. And I'll tell you what, Elite has done it again. They've come out, you know, the GT500 I did and the Z28 a few years ago were great shooting bows as well. And Elite has maintained that great shooting bow. No hand shock, great grip, comes back smooth as could be. It's just like drawing nothing. It's got a great creep in case you have to come forward just a little bit. Great all around for hunting, 3D or anything. But it is called the Hunter, so that's what I would be using it for. So I'll tell you what, they got a 9.9, almost a 10. I'd have to say pretty much just about a 10. Great shooting bow. All the bows this year just phenomenal. They're coming out with great products, and I like to see what Elite has to come out with next year. So I appreciate your patience, everybody who's been wanting to see Elite back in our review. And there you guys have it. If you guys have a question, send me an email. If you guys get a chance, go out and shoot this bow. Tell me what you think. I guarantee you're going to feel the same as I do. You know, you can draw this bow back like it's nothing. It's just a great shooting bow all the way around. So for Outdoor Product Review, I am Jason Ballas. We're going to see you guys in our next review. And also, get out there and support your Wounded Warrior program. Those guys at woundedwarriorproject.org. You can go on there, take a look, see what they have. Help donate to those folks because they're out there helping the wounded warriors. And you guys know I've always been about helping those guys out. So we're going to see you guys in our next bow review. And once again, I am Jason Ballas.